I'm Rachel Greninger, and tonight we're at the premiere of Keanu starring Key and Peele. Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
Good, thanks. So my name's Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. I'm Alex.
And you are one of the writers, correct?
That's right. Jordan and I wrote Keanu together. That's right.
Okay, so I guess first out the gate, I want to know, do you yourself have a cat?
I as part of my wife's dowry, I got two. I mean, that's not.
Nice usage of the word dowry. Coming to Alex, nice.
Always trying to use that word.
I love old English words. I constantly try to use Shakespeare in everyday language.
Oh, yeah.
It's really obnoxious.
Forsooth.
What, right? Yeah, I mustn't try so hard, though.
Yeah.
There we go. So, the whole thing is really based around sort of this hyperbolic universe where this cat's kidnapped and then people are running on a gang fight. But I heard that there's a lot of ties to actually Keanu Reeves and John Wick. Can you tell me about that a little bit?
You know, that was a really funny, interesting thing because when I think we sold the movie, we wrote the script in 2012 and 2013. And I believe it was the fall of 2014 when I read in Variety or somewhere about John Wick. And we had already sold the movie. And we hadn't started making it yet, but we already had sold it. And I'm reading this description. It's like, Keanu Reeves' dog is killed. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
How is this? What?
Yeah, and at first I was worried about it. But then I realized, so that's fun. It's fun. It's like we wrote a parody of something before it happened. It's like, that we're like time-traveling comedians.
You are time-traveling comedian. I mean, think about that for a second. If you were going to time-travel comedian any event, I feel like I would do something with, like, the Gladiator scenario. Granted, it's just because it's really memorable. I don't know how I would make that funny, though.
Yeah, well, my immediate impulse, because I have a bad mind, is to go to some horrible disaster and try to make it funny, just because. But in a way, that's what comedy's all about, right? Is finding
Lightheartedness.
The lightheartedness in the most disastrous, horrible things. But yeah, gladiators are interesting. That's an interesting.
Yeah, right. That would be really interesting. What other movie would you spoof? Like, granted, this isn't a spoof of Wick because it came out before, FYI. But if you were going to pick another one, what other movie would you kind of just off the cuff think of?
That's a good question. Certainly a science fiction movie like Alien could be pretty amazing.
Especially because a couple days ago it was Alien Day, so that's amazing.
That's right. Oh, actually, I'm remembering now that when Jordan and I were first talking about writing this movie, we pretty quickly came up with this idea. But one of the first ideas was that Jordan and Keegan were going to be space valets. So,
space ballets?
They'd be like parking spaceships on some sort of like. But then the problem with that was I think there's some other sci-fi comedy coming out somewhat soon, and we figured, let's try to go in a little more of a
grounded.
Yes.
Do you used to call it a grounded direction? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, people are always telling me to make things more grounded. Yeah, it's a problem.
Don't live in the stars. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, because Star Wars didn't do too well.
No, definitely not. Because don't reach for your dreams. That's a waste of time. Said the guy right here who wrote a movie about a cat in a gang. That's amazing.
Yeah. And working with Jordan is always a joy. And I hope to work with him much more in the future because he's a genius, and it's a nice privilege to get to work with a genius.
And, are there going to be any sequels, maybe, or is it way too early to tell?
We talked about it. We'll see.
Roll the dice. Up in the air.
If people love the movie, maybe. If they don't,
maybe.
Probably not.
So you should go see it if you want more cats. Yeah. And this guy.
Right, yes. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on everything, and I'm sure the movie's going to be great.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Alex. Thanks for watching, and if you've liked what you've seen here, hit like, subscribe, and in the comments below, tell me what animal you would sub if you were in Keanu.